I think the girls with their nails done now.
Here today I'll be talking about the best free-to-play heroes in Clash of Lords 2. Now, these are more going to be by my personal preference, but it's also backed up by facts as well. So the best free-to-play heroes in the game, I'm going to name about up to 7, I'd say. Storm Rider, very good. I'd say he's in the higher part of the free-to-play really, because he's quite hard to level up, but he's worth it, well worth it. As you can see, I'm actually free to play myself. My enlightenment is level 21. Divine next, so I'm very close to getting him up. You see, like 12 Agent Spirits just for 1 level. It's a lot for a free to play player. He's well worth it. His Cyclone, you can get up his skill. I don't really ever see much of a difference whenever he does that, to be fair, but it's useful and does that amount of damage. But what's really the important one about Storm Rider is his Divine, summoning in a random epic hero who shares Storm Rider's level, active skill and active Divine levels. That's why I recommended in my Storm Rider video the other day. If you have not seen that video yet, please go check that out. Especially if you're playing Storm Rider, want to play it, or you try and figure out what hero you want to use, because it might give you a good way of figuring out is Storm Rider the right hero for you in your setup, or it might just help you with how to play Storm Rider better or what he does and stuff. But this is very important. This is why I say get your skill levels high as you can. Fortitude, Divine, of course you want it anyway. His insight, level everything. Summons a random epic hero who shares the same level of Storm Rider as active skill and Divine, so that's very important. He also shares the insight. As you see here. Heroes summoned by Storm Rider also have their level 20 enlightenment and insight. So that is very important. I would like to try and get that higher, because that would be level 5 Divine. But they share the same Divine as them anyway, I think, so that's alright then, isn't it? Really, so that's Storm Rider for you. If you want to know more about Storm Rider, go check out the video as I said. That would be my number 1 free to play hero. Number 2. Now this one, I feel like it's one which everyone would say, but it's gotta be, I'm sorry, Penthesilea. It's once again the higher part of the free to play Penthesilea is. She's a very good hero. I wouldn't say that she's excellent in everything. Guild boss, she can be alright. I wouldn't say she's the best hero for Guild Boss at the moment, but she is very important for free-to-play players or medium to lower players especially. Even higher players, of course, it's the same for them anyway. But she's very important for Hero Arena. You can just reap them rewards of Penthesilea really well. A Divine can literally just charge straight at the building and kill it. Mine's only level 3 Divine, so mine will struggle to kill it as easily as a level 4 or 5 Divine. But I'll just give you guys a good example here. The best example would be a top player, drop Penthesilea, drop Divine, boom, dead. Mine's not going to be the same as that. But I do use her Diviner here. As you can see, straight at that. Then I bring back the Rennie Van here. And there you go. Just like that. That's why Penthesilea is very important, because she helps you get your Hero Arena complete, get all of these amazing rewards. And once you get them for 2 weeks about 10 times, that's it. You get like 10,000 rings from it. Get it 10 times, you got 100,000 rings. That's big. Very big. In 5 years, that's like 1 million rings. Big, big, big. Ancient Relic she can kill also very easily. She's also good in other game modes as well, but I'd say that they are two specific, really, really important ones. Now, personal preference is going to be my third one. Rennie Van. Rennie Van is one hero which I feel like she gets forgotten by a lot of players when it comes to conversations. I feel like she gets quite forgotten because she's really good. She's a really good hero. Her Divine, she can revive 100% health on all dead mercenaries for that, but she can also recover the Divine skill of your two heroes. So two heroes' Divine skills can be brought back. That's really good. You just saw an example of it in my Hero Arena one. I dropped Benfacilio on it, but then didn't kill it. So then I used Divine on Rennie Van and brought back my Ambrosia and Benfacilio Divine so I could use them again. Really good. Especially good of healing heroes, if he can heal himself and all the other heroes around it. I just feel like it's really powerful, really good. If insight is good as well, tap range by 45% and everything, that's all good. Also grants 90% chance to revive a dead allied hero with 90% HP when Rennie Van dies. That's very useful. You can imagine you're in the last battle, last two heroes, his hero versus your hero. Your hero just about dies, he has a little tiny bit of sliver of health on him left. And then all of a sudden whenever your Rennie Van dies, she brings back one of your other heroes at 90% health and it just kills the opponent's hero and you've won. That is powerful. If Frostbite, Fortitude, victory statues can be useful on your base, I think. Can be good. Not so much as it was in the past. Her active skill is very useful as well. Revives two heroes to 85% of their max HP. Now remember, reviving one hero is really good. Never mind two. That's a really powerful. So in my opinion, Rennie Van is a must-have, especially for a free-to-play player. Must-have. She's really good. Now it comes on to the harder heroes because these are the ones that are good, but you don't always need them. Depends on the player really. Ambrosia. So Ambrosia, this one's an interesting one. She's very good hero. If you're a top player, she isn't really needed that much. If you're a lower to middle player, very useful. Ambrosia, of course, everyone knows is the healer. She can heal. Active skill, Retribution. I need to level up actually, my Retribution. She can heal the heroes around them and herself, I think. I think it's the heroes around them. Not sure. I think so. She definitely heals herself, which is very useful. She can heal. Her Divine heals and also hurts buildings and damages the buildings as well. Her Insight reduces silence durations against Ambrosia by 40%, increases attack rate by 20% and skill damage by 10%. Ambrosia, as I said, not the best hero in the game, but very useful to have. So next, I don't know, I'm going to say Great Sage and everything. Great Sage, underrated in my opinion, underrated hero. By far, definitely not the best hero in the game. But also, by far, definitely not the worst hero in the game. He's like your mid card. He's good, but he's not excellent. His active skill can throw dashes towards 4 enemy heroes. That's actually quite good, I find that. Especially if you have it powerful. I don't, really. His Divine is the big thing about him. Because he basically locks their skills and their Divines for 5 seconds, it says. For 5 seconds. And that can be very useful. that can give you enough time to be able to kill off the heroes before they even use a divine. That's useful. That is the main thing with Great Sage, really. Everything else about him is not too great, but his divine is a big thing about him. So he's definitely a hero that you want to get. But on average, whenever it comes to enlightenment, you only really need to get him up to enlightenment level 16. You don't really need to get him over that. You just enlightenment 16 really. Now the next one for me would be Enchantress. Enchantress plays similar role to Ambrosia Enchantress does really. She's the heal. But she also does half of any man's role as well. That's why she's good. And she can grant shelter for the allied hero of lowest HP for 24 seconds and increases the attack of all allied heroes by 30% for 11 seconds. Of course, that can get better as you level up. Not sure about the time. If a hero is killed while sheltered, she will revive it after 5 seconds with 73% of his HP and 44% increased damage read for 11 seconds. It's really useful. That is, in my opinion, the best thing about her. But of course the divine is also good. Restores 200,000 HP to all allied heroes. Very useful. Also increases their damage read of the allied heroes. Now of course if you got level 4 divine, 300,000, and I would assume 450,000 for level 5. Not entirely sure on that. Now of course Fortitude is also very good. Just very similar roles. So overall Enchantress is like really good. Very good hero she is. So you want to try and get her up. She's a very good free to play hero. Now I'd say the final free to play hero. There's a few more to argue really. There's one which I always think of, but he's not necessarily the best, but there's two others after this one. So Berserker. Berserker is underrated. Very underrated. Very good aid hero obviously. Can't exceed 50% of his max HP. But he's also actually a very good hero. He can be very good for free to play players because he summons 10 guards, 100,000 HP and 500 attack. Guards take 50% less damage from hero skills. Also increases the Berserker's damage read. No offense to that's really useful as divine is. Fortitude. Even that. Berserker's a good free to play hero. He's not one of the... I'd say he'd be the bottom of the best free to play heroes, but he's still a good free to play hero. Now the other two which I'm going to add to the list, even so they're not necessarily classed as the best free to play heroes. Toxic Shaman. And Toxic Shaman is very good because it's divine. Fires projectile at the enemy hero of lowest percentage HP. And basically, once it's killed them, they come back as a ghost or spirit and they're on your team. That is useful. Really been useful in the past. If you're between 2,000 3,000 trophies and you've got him and you got that, it's just just wipe out your opponents, completely wipe them out. Once you get higher up in trophies, not so useful, doesn't work as well. But I say that he's a very good free to play hero. Even that would be useful. So in my opinion he's good, but he's good to a certain point. That's the thing with Toxic Shaman, I think. Then the other one, the final one that I'll talk about is Arcane Caster. She is, in my opinion, the guild boss god. Not sure if she is anymore, but she definitely was at first. I still remember when Demon Slayer was actually a flipping armor. The days. She leeches HP from the nearest enemy hero for 8 seconds. Total HP leached is equal to 490% of own attack. So she's very good at that. Stolen buffs, which is very useful. Her insight is passively reduces skill damage of enemy hero. Nothing like that, so it's all good. Transfers 90% of damage taken by Arcane Caster and 15% damage taken by allied heroes to the enemy hero with highest HP remaining. That is what really makes Arcane Caster Arcane Caster. Because she can be the game changer. If your opponent's got that one Evo, seriously good HP, you just can't kill it. She can just zap the HP off a hero straight down, and then you can kill it on that spot. That is what the beauty of having an Arcane Caster in the team is. She isn't your best hero, but she's the hero that kills your worst nightmare. That's what it is really. She's the hero that kills your opponent's best hero. So she's basically the goon. She takes them out. Now that is basically it. I'm going to cover one more hero. He's not necessarily, in my opinion, a good free-to-play hero. Abius Demon. You always get people who like Abius Demon and people who absolutely hate him. My opinion, and pro's opinion really, I'll say, he isn't a good free-to-play hero. You can use him, he can be alright, but he's not as good as others out there. Is he good? Yes. Is Divine good? Yeah, he can be good. Active, skill good, fortitude is all good, insight is even good. He's a good hero. But once he's compared against the other good free-to-play heroes, he's not as good as them in my opinion, or anyone else's I don't think either. So I'd recommend only getting Abius Demon if you really need to, or if it's too hard for you to get one of the other free-to-play heroes. Landslide used to be good. He ain't really that good anymore. Not very good, I wouldn't say. Chiron, he's like Abius Demon. He's outdated. Gets beaten by the other heroes. He's good, but he gets beaten by the other heroes. I think I've covered all the free-to-play heroes now. Saphrix, not the best. Can be alright, but compared to other heroes, not very good. Pangoli is always the fun one. Pangoli, good aid hero, but you don't necessarily need him unless you really need him, really. He's alright as a main hero for free to play, but not as good as the others, I'd say. Pounder, Savage Chief, Blitz Bomber, stay away from him. Airly is, I don't know about Airly, I'm not going to comment on that actually. Glory Priestess, Blocker, Genie, School Mage, Arctic Lord. Don't bother with them, get the other heroes. I hope this video has actually helped a lot of people. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section. I'd love to help out. I'll probably even ask a pro player to help me out with my sponsors on it, because then I can give you a better insight into what you want in out of your question and the answer. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. For now, peace out.